Hi and Assalamualaikum. We are from Group 12. So today we will be presenting our topic, which is how astronauts eat in space. And our main idea is the quality of food in space can be maintained through the process, the packaging, the ingredients, and the type of food. Next.
So this is our group members. So my name is Muhammad Nur Fitri Berosti and my metric number 212196.
And my name is Aina Lira binti Mat Arif, and my matrix number is 209938. So this is our content that we will present today, which is assisting machinery for maintaining the process of food, scientists testing the food, packaging food in space, the ingredients, example, and last but not least is the type of food.
So this slide is about the how food and space related to each other. So the reason why we choose the topic is because our madam asked us to create a topic that based on both our course, like me studying process and food engineering, while Ain is currently studying aerospace engineering. So we decided to combine both of it and talk about how food and space related to each other. All right, this slide is about the existing machinery for maintaining the process of food. When we see the slide, there are two machinery. The first one is about the thermostabilization. The second one is freeze drying. Okay, I refer to the NASA scientists that they use a certain processing technique to make food shelf stable or safe to store at room temperature. So they use the thermostabilization machinery or heat processing extend shelf life to 3 years. And then the irradiated food are shelf stable because they are sterilized by a dose of ionizing radiation. And then the function can lower the pH and water activity of food, can also stabilize of them. And the second one is about the freeze drying. The function of this machine is to remove water from food. In hybrid microbe growth and mold growth can be prevented by removing oxygen from packaging. So this slide is about the testing of the foods. All right, testing at the space food system laboratory begin with sensory evaluation. Astronaut rate food by appearance, color, odor, flavor, texture, and overall palatability. Food are then exposed to time and temperature changes, and sensory evaluation are repeated to determine how the food hold up. Scientists perform chemical analysis by testing the food's moisture, pH, water activity, nutrient, color, and texture, as well as considering time and temperature changes. All right, this slide is about the packaging size. All right, the packaging material and method are developed to reduce contaminants. The materials, weight, shape, and weight are also considered during development. Currently, the scientists take advantage of material such as mylar, aslar, and polyethylene to create flexible containers and pouches, as well as sticking to all standards like foil, pouches, and aluminum for cans. All right, since food weight allowance is limited to 3.8 pounds, which is 1.7 kl per person per day on the ISS, and only 0.5 pounds, which is 0.23 kl per person per day on the shuttle. The lab continue to develop new packaging material to reduce weight and waste. So, I can proceed.
Now, I will continue the presentation and talk about the ingredients and the type of food for astronauts to bring to space. The first one, the food ingredients must be rich in calcium. It is because of a long period in space, muscle mass and bone density can decrease by up to 20%. This loss may not hinder astronauts while they are in orbit, but their bones will be fragile when they return to Earth, increasing the risk of fractures. Therefore, the food must have high percentage of calcium so that they can decrease the risk of astronauts to suffer any bone-related injuries. Next point is the ingredients must have a high amount of iron. It is because iron is mainly used to make new red blood cells. But an astronaut will have a fewer red blood cells in space, which can cause the astronauts to suffer a condition called space anemia. There are studies made by Dr. Guy Trudeau of the University of Ottawa. Trudeau's team found that astronauts' bodies destroyed 3 million red blood cells every second during the 6 months they were at the International Space Station. That is why it is important for the astronaut to consume a high level of iron. And the last one is a strong flavor food. Why an astronaut need to eat a strong flavor food? It is because they often suffer from nasal congestion due to the realignment of body fluids in microgravity. The swelling of nasal passages obstructs the delivery of other molecules, which can reduce the flavor of food by 70%. So, to add more flavor, the astronaut will enjoy a strong flavor food. Next slide, please. So, this is a few examples of the ingredients of food rich in calcium, iron, and also have a strong flavor. Next. The last point that I will talk about is the type of food to bring to space, which is the first is dehydrated food. The reason why the astronauts' food are either partially or completely dehydrated is to prevent them from spoiling. The type of dehydrated food the astronaut bring is shrimp cocktail, chicken, vegetables, and many more. The dehydration process concentrates calorie and sugar content. Dried food can offer more effective energy boost than other snacks. Research showed that nutrients in dehydrated food are also more easily absorbed by our bodies. It will definitely help the astronaut feel more energized for a long time. Next one, the second type of food the astronaut brings to space is a natural form food, such as nuts, cookies, biscuits, and also a chocolate bar. They are simply packages and ready to eat, which will help the astronaut to easily prepare the food. The last one is condiments. Astronaut must have item is the condiments such as ketchup, mustard, and mayonnaise. There are also salt and pepper available, but only in liquid form. This is because astronauts can't sprinkle salt and pepper on their food in space. The salt and pepper would simply float away, which would create a big danger as they could clog air vents, contaminate equipment, or get stuck in an astronaut's eye, mouth, or nose. So that's all from us. Thank you for listening.